She came back. She said, I'm going to crack the case wide open. She told her hairdressers, if the wrong people knew what I know about the JFK, it cost me my life.
He discovers her in an unusual room she normally didn't sleep in. She's got her show makeup on, false eyelashes, hair, the hair extensions, reading a book she'd already read, wearing glass, everything was back asswards. Nothing fit.
And second, with Ron Pataki, he wrote a poem that is in the book that will shock the readers as to what he said, because it's all about exactly how when I was a criminal defense lawyer, you always looked at things the would have known that nobody else knew. And in there, he talks about how she's poisoned. Her vodka and tonic drink is poisoned with barbiturates and so on and so forth that way. So I was able to find out exactly what Marcello was thinking, because he's saying, look, wait a minute. He got back in the country. I can't let Bobby Kennedy keep coming after me with my $1 million empire. I'd like to get that SOB, but instead I have to eliminate JFK so Bobby would be powerless. And that's exactly what happened. And he once said to me when I first talked to him, you know what the middle name is for Sicilians? Revenge. And that is exactly what we have with regard to these deaths of JFK and RFK. And this guy, Van Hannigan, said, he always talked about how much he hated the Kennedys and JFK, but then he said, I had the son of a killed. I'm glad I did. I'm sorry. I couldn't have done it myself. Sirhan is in front of me, and the bullets that killed him come from the back into his neck and to his back. And
close range.
New evidence in there.
Right, Mark?
He had a gun. Yes, he did. But there were 13 bullets in there, and you couldn't shoot, you couldn't go ahead and 8 of them. They never matched or anything else like that. The but is this: just with JFK, with Dorothy Kilgallen, and Robert Kennedy's, who is standing by to put a stop to any possible investigation of anybody doing this more than one person, and that's J. Edgar Hoover.
Is it just good old-fashioned fear, Mark? They don't want to get tagged with the target on their back as their mother bore on hers. You may have heard of the concept of limited hangout. It was coined in the Nixon era, and it's the phenomena where the government they'll release enough information to kind of placate people's curiosity, but they hold the secret sauce back. And I wonder if the ridiculous delay of releasing the JFK files finally under President Trump happened, and it's all redacted, it's all black lined. That seems like a classic example of limited hangout, where they seem to keep the mob they stop the mob from baying, but there's no beef there. There's no there.